Melissa Prendergast here, CEO and lead designer for Bella Sunshine Designs. Now I know blending sometimes can be a little scary. When you see all those diagrams, it just looks confusing. Don't worry. I created this fun video to show you what to do to get the perfect fit every single time. So for this blending video, you're going to need your pattern pieces, something to write with, a ruler, and a French curve. This one's an antique. Yours might look a little bit different if you have a newer version. So let's get started. We're going to start with the bodice. Here I have the back bodice. Now the back bodice and the front bodice are pretty similar on the Lala. I have them here one on top of each other. We're going to start with the back bodice first just because that's the one I grabbed. So for this, we're going to do the chest of a 2T and the length of a 3T. Now the Lala has a lot of ease in it, so there's no need to have to do the waist and hips because there's so much ease here. It's just really not needed. So this is a pretty easy blend. Now the first thing we want to do is blend the neckline. For the chest here, we're going to do the 2T length and we're going to follow it up to the 3. So you need to take your ruler, draw a straight line all the way up to the 3, and then you can also draw a line over from the 3. And where these two intersect is going to be your new point. Now, to keep the neckline to where it's not too low, we want to also follow it to this 3. Now, you want this to be a right angle because it is on a fold, and this is a curved neckline. We don't want something that is, we want it to have a nice, pretty thing here. Let's see. Try to find the right part of my ruler here, my French curve. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to connect the dots, keeping this a right angle. So you're going to draw a new line here, blend that to that point. So that'll bring it into the 2. And then here, we're going to actually blend this into this notch here. So we're going to do kind of the same thing. Hopefully you do a better job at aligning your points than I do. I didn't do a very good job with that. There we go. So now you alter that for length. We're going to do the same thing for the front bodice. Get that back bodice out of the way. So same principle here. I'm going to do it just very quickly. Bring your 2 up. Bring your 3 over. Here's your new point. Again, you want this to be a right angle at your length line. Once again, I seem to have the wrong end of the French curve. New line, intersect, again at the notch. I'll do the same thing. Let's do it this way. Nice gradual curve. And then you're going to follow this into the 2. Now, you've got your 2 chest here. We also need our 3 length at the bottom. Okay, so now we have the bottom of the Lala. I have everything zoomed in because it's kind of hard to see these lines. So I want to make sure you can see them clearly. So you can do this 2 ways. If you want to have just a tad bit more flare, you can just bring that straight out. If you want it to be perfectly proportional, you would just bring this down. Where this 3 is going to be your new point, and you're just going to blend that in. This is like a real fragile blend. Blend that into that new line. So you're basically just bringing it down. There's a very shallow curve there. And then you're going to cut this at the 3. So you would do the same for both front and back. Now you also need to blend your facings. Now it's time to blend the facing. Now to blend the facing is super simple. You're going to take your size that you need for length, and you're going to follow that main line all the way up here. Hopefully you do a better job tracing it than me. Then for your size that you need for chest, that's going to be your small little point right here. So you're going to actually just carry this over. Use a ruler so it's nice and pretty. And then you're going to keep this 3 here all the way. This is on the back facing. So then you have the chest here, you have the length here. So you can see, to save time, I've already done most of this blend for you, but it's the same concept as the back facing. You would use this small line would be your chest size, which is in this instance is our 2T. And then you're going to use your 3, which is your length, all the way to the center front. Super, super easy. And now you'll have a facing that'll match your neckline exactly. Now for the ruffle on the bodice, the neck ruffle, you want to have the width of the 2 to match your chest and the length of the 3. So you're just going to draw one straight line here all the way down. You can use your ruler. It's a short line. You probably can get it straight. But so you're going to want to cut this 2T with the 3. Same goes if you're using the measurement chart. You want to do the width of your chest and the length of your, whatever your length is. So you would just combine those 2 ones to cut it out. Now we need to blend the sleeve. To save time, I've actually already done the blending for you, but I'll show you exactly what I did. It's going to be the same concept as the bodice. You want to take your 2 chest here, your point at the very top, bring it up to your 3, and then you have that new point there. Same thing on this side, bring it up. You can bring your 3 over. That gives you a new point. And then you want to take your French curve and blend the neck and blend the arm down to your notches here. You're going to follow that 2T line all the way down. Now you also want to blend the length. You can see I zoomed in on the length part, and as you can see, this seam allowance has been trued. Now that just basically makes it easier for you to hem it, which is kind of a nice feature. But what you're going to want to do is same thing. These 2 points on the 2, bring them down to the 3, down to the 3. Where they intersect is going to be your new points. So then you just take this line and then just gradually grade it up into the 2. Same thing on the other side, up into the 2. And now you have a perfectly blended pattern. Pretty easy. Now that's all you need for a perfect fit. You did it. You blended a pattern. See, wasn't it much easier than what you thought? Now you can get that perfect fit you've been dreaming of. Till next time.